regardless of what time period you are. So that's why, you know, striving for a good future or a bad future is also, it's also important. If you get the good future, then you'll duel with Dr. Eggman in the bad future. Wait, did I say that right? Okay, yeah, if you get a good future, then you'll duel with Dr. Eggman in the good future, but if you get a bad future, you'll duel him in the bad future. But here are, this is the present. This is what is it? Quadrant Quartz? It's basically like a huge mining level. Let's see what it looks like in the past, though. Oh yeah, you see that there's a machine, but I can't destroy it because we're in the present. I do want to get this, so fuck. Oh my god. No! Oh my god, I wasn't trying to go into the future. I guess I lost both the... Okay, yeah, that's great. Damn. So, when I read the manual, I do want to say that is basically the Japanese version of it, but if you grew up with the US version, that's where something like the localization changes. Because, like I said, that female character that we saw is Amy Rose. But in the US manual, it states that that's Sally Acorn, which was Sonic's love interest over here in the US. In the Saturday morning cartoon. So, around this time, this was when Sonic was already starting to become more mainstream. Or he started gaining mainstream popularity. So over here in the US, since, you know, he was a huge hit, and at the time, it's not like Sega had set out like a narrative for Sonic or like lore, so the US had to come up with their own, and so they released two cartoons, which was Sonic the Hedgehog, or what a lot of fans dub as Sonic SatAM for Saturday morning, and then there's also the Adventures of Sonic. Now, I did watch both shows. I mean, I wasn't alive at the time because I was born in '99. So, but me being the Sonic fan that I am, I did come across like those two shows growing up, and I just gotta say, I was never really the biggest fan of Sonic SatAM, just because that show kind of tends to paint like a bleaker picture of the Sonic world, because the way it works is basically Dr. Robotnik, like the premise of the show is that like he has basically conquered the world, and Sonic and his group of friends, which let me tell you, well, I shall get into that. Sonic and his group of friends have created a resistance against Dr. Robotnik to basically rebel against his tyranny. And I don't know, I don't really like it just because I know it's not supposed to kind of like expand on the games, but I don't know, just seeing how I just don't really like it, just because, you know, the games are nothing like that. You know, that's the whole point of Sonic battling against Dr. Robotnik all these times, so he doesn't succeed. So there's that, and then there's also the fact that, so like I said, he does it with his friends, right? Now keep in mind, I think when they made the cartoon, the only character that had been introduced in the game, or the only characters that have been introduced in the game universe were Sonic, Tails, and Dr. Robotnik. And so his other friends were just characters that the creators of the cartoon came up with, and Sally was one of them. She was basically the love interest of Sonic. She's a squirrel, I believe, right? And unlike with Amy, Sonic does kind of reciprocate those feelings for Sally. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to see the past version of this level. I mean, it's no big deal for the good future. I need to go back into the past. So if you don't see it here now, you'll definitely see it in the good future run. Yeah, just look at how this place looks in the future. All industrialized. This, you know, looks like they're at the core of the planet, because that looks like lava. Yeah, so that was basically the love interest of Sonic in the cartoon, and he did reciprocate feelings for her. Now I do like Sally. I mean, she was popular enough that Sega decided to bring her back in they brought her in the comics. Of course, Sega themselves haven't brought her back for any games, so that says otherwise. So, I don't know. And in the comics, it's not like the comics are made by Sega, so I take back everything that I said. Yeah, but I never really was a huge fan of the cartoon growing up. Damn it. That's just me though. I know a lot of people do like that cartoon. So this boss is interesting because you can't even hit him. You basically have to just keep running on the treadmill until like the platform, yeah, like that. Like it just basically grinds away at the platform that he's on. But I can't let myself get hit by the spikes. Oh, actually, never mind. That was easy. You may have noticed too that the robots in this game, or the bad nukes, don't have animals trapped inside. Because every time I destroy them, you see a flower get popped out, which